My father was a civilian soldier in World War II, and I was a little bitty tyke, and that impressed me. In fact, as he was leaving to go to Europe for the invasion of Normandy, there was a unit party at the officers' club at Fort Bliss, and I was 4 years old. His commanding officer said, "Well, now what are you going to do when you grow up, young man?" And I said, "Be a soldier." So it was in me, I suppose, from that impression throughout my life. I was commissioned second lieutenant in 1960 at our Army Officer Candidate School at Fort Benning, Georgia, and spent 27 years in the military and retired as full colonel in 1991. During that time, I served in Korea, Vietnam 3 times. Great career. I wouldn't have done anything else. It was an honor to serve my country. Last year, I was spending Christmas with my family, and I was escorting a group of people we had over Christmas night for dinner to the door to say goodbye to them, and I noticed my left foot was dragging. Next morning, I was paralyzed on the left side, so we understood that I'd had a stroke. And then my daughter wisely chose Magee as where I would do my inpatient rehab.
And I come to Magee, and I'll talk to the patients and tell them that it's not the moment that you're injured that counts. It's what you do the next moment.
Jerry and I have talked on the phone a number of times and check on me because my daughter and Jerry worked together in the medical business, and he knew my daughter well. Jerry's is a wonderful story, and he's an inspiration to me for my recovery, as a matter of fact.
If I can convey to them, a dummy like me, I overcame the odds. They can overcome the odds. 28 years has evolved, and we've raised and donated in excess of $15 million, all for the benefit of the patients of Magee.
The housing support, for example, that the Segal Classic Funds support is monumental for patients and families. You meet any family, they all want to meet Jerry and thank him over and over and over again for giving them the opportunity to be here while their loved one is in the hospital.
We created a city street with potholes, sewer grates, curb cuts of various heights.
The Segal Funds have even been instrumental in helping us to have that kind of technology on both the inpatient side and the outpatient side and the wellness side. So it's not just serving people when they're in the hospital, but it's serving them throughout the rest of their lifetime.
With the money we've raised, we've enabled Magee to maintain itself as in the forefront of rehabilitation facilities throughout the country.
I will stay with Magee as long as I need rehabilitation. They're the best in the business as far as I'm concerned.
It's like I'm on a track, just running circles, but there's no destination.